Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Right, so let's crack on then. So next is the grandfather. So again, we're continuing with the heirs who have a share which is stipulated for them. So here we have the grandfather's shares. So the grandfather has 4 scenarios, and the scenarios for the grandfather are exactly the same. The first 3 are exactly the same as the father. So I'll just copy and paste the father's one onto here. So now this is grandfather. So exactly the same. All you have to do, replace the grandfather with father. And if you want to know how we done this, go back to the last video, watch the last video again. And exactly the same method. Grandfather in the first one gets 1/6. The son gets the remainder. And so it's like a cake. He gets the one piece of the cake and son gets the rest. Second one, grandfather gets 1/6 plus the remainder. Grandfather with the daughter, so he gets 1/6. She gets a half, and so he gets 3 and she gets 3. And again, finally, the remainder, he gets the remainder. So here the grandfather and the mother gets 1/6. Grandfather gets the remainder. So he gets 5, she gets 1. Exactly the same. If you're confused, watch the previous video, and exactly the same method applies here. Now the grandfather has a 4th scenario which the father does not have. Now what is that? And let me just draw this for you then. So the grandfather actually gets cancelled out. Right, this is getting cancelled out. In Arabic it's called hujub, mahjub. He is cancelled out, or he is deprived, or whatever word you want to use. So here we're going to use the word cancelled out. So I'm going to put an X for cancelled out. And this is when there is a father in the scenario. So if a father is in the calculation, present, then he doesn't get a thing. The grandfather is deprived. So let's do an example then. So for example, like let's say there is the grandfather, there is a father, and there is let's do a daughter. Okay, so according to what we learned so far, father, when there's a daughter involved, the father gets 1/6 and the remainder. The daughter, now you guys don't know about the daughter, but I'm just telling you, she gets half. And the grandfather gets nothing, 0, cancelled out, right, because of the father. So let's start off the masala with 6, put 6 at the top. So our cake, split it into 6 pieces, 1 piece goes to the father, and 3 pieces, because half of 6 is 3, goes to the daughter. And so the father gets 1 plus the remainder. So how much is left? 3 to the, if you give 3 to the daughter, yeah, so 1 plus 2 equals 3. Okay, so the father makes the grandfather lose his share. And this is what you're going to see as we go through, inshallah. And I'll try to dedicate a video just to those people who are deprived because of other individuals. Right, so now I want to do some exercises with you. So okay, so father, write this down. Father and 2 daughters. Okay, so write this down, have a go. Father, 2 daughters. You guys don't know how many the daughters get, but I'm going to write it down for you. Father gets 1/6. 2 daughters or more get 2/3. So now pause it here and have a go yourselves. Have a go at this example. Okay, so let's have a go at this together. So now we're going to start the calculation off from 6. So the cake is going to have 6 pieces. So 1 piece is going to go to the father. Yeah, 1/6 of 6. 1 piece goes to the father. And 2/3 of 6. So 2/3 of the cake. So that's 4 pieces. Okay, 2/3 is going to be 4 pieces. So 4 pieces is going to go to the 2 daughters. So 2 daughters are going to share 4 pieces of a cake. Okay, right. Now remember we said when there is daughters with the father and there's no sons, then the father also gets the remainder as well. So because there's 1 piece remaining, so the father is actually going to get 2 pieces now. 1 piece because of the 6th and 1 piece because of the remainder. Right, now here's a good question that someone asks. How do we know that you started from 6? Like someone who doesn't know fractions, how do we know that we started from 6? So okay, I want you to write this down. Get a piece of paper and write this down. The numbers on the top are either going to be the following: 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Okay, so 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. These are the numbers that you normally will find at the top. You won't find any other number. Now you might have to change that number a bit later, but at the moment just stick to these numbers, these 7 numbers that you have: 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. So we start off with 6 here. The reason we're going to start off with 6 is because 6 over here, it works with the fractions 2/3 and 1/6. So what you do basically is take the 6, right, and you're going to divide it, or write down 6, and you're going to divide it by the bottom number, which is known as the denominator. Yeah, see that 6 there? So 6 divided by 6, right, which equals 1. So the bottom number is the denominator, right, and then 1, the top number, the numerator, you multiply it by 1. So 1 times 1 equals 1. Okay, and the other one, so 6, try it yourself, divided by 3 equals 2. Okay, so 6 divided by 3 equals 2. And then you take the numerator and you multiply it by the 2. So 2 times 2 equals 4. Okay, so 1 is going to go to the father. Father gets 1. And 4 is going to go to the 2 daughters. Right, so that's 1 plus 4 equals 5. Now you have 1 left over, remainder. So we're going to add that to the father because he gets the remainder. So now that equals 2. Right, 4 and 2, which equals 6. And that's basically how you add it up. If you didn't understand that, go back, watch it again, inshallah. Okay, let's try another one now. So you guys try to have a go at this one then. Have a go. So, okay, grandfather. Let's see. Who else should we add into this? Let's write down the son. Grandfather and son. Okay. Okay, son. Let's put the son's son. Grandfather and the son's son. So the son gets the remainder. The grandfather will get 1/6. So we're going to start the calculation off from 6. Okay, so now let's do this, what we just said. 6 divided by the denominator equals 1. And 1, the numerator times the sum. Okay, equals 1. Right, and then the remainder is going to be, if you minus 6 from 1, you got 5 left. So the son's son will get 5. So 6 minus 1 equals 5. Now, for you, some of you guys, you might think this is a bit too easy for me. If it's easy, don't worry about it. You can go through, inshallah. But this is just to help others who find this very difficult, and some people will find it difficult. Now, another method is doing the cake method. So you just draw out the pieces of cake. Right, so 1 piece of cake out of 6 pieces goes to the grandfather, and then you have 5 pieces of cake left, and the 5 pieces go to the son's son, the grandson. Okay, so that's how it's done. So I hope you guys understood that. I hope you guys benefited. If you didn't understand it again, try to watch it again, inshallah. And don't worry, the calculations are going to continue, so you're always going to be improving, inshallah. Hope you guys benefit from that. If you guys want to see more, subscribe, tick the bell, give me a like. Thank you very much. Jazakallah khair. Have a nice day. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.